science test. I deserve an A. But Jennifer copied all my answers. And now because our teacher says she doesn't know which one of us copied the other, we both have to stay after school and take another test. All that studying for nothing. Well, at least there's one thing I can do that nobody else can copy.
Better. Good. Better.
Hi. Am I in time for today's tea party?
Oh, sorry, Alice. If you'd like to attend today's tea party, you'll have to come back tomorrow.
You mean for tomorrow's tea party?
No, tomorrow's tea party was held yesterday.
Sorry you missed it.
Yeah. See, I've had to rearrange the whole tea party schedule so I can have more time to work on these new hat designs for the Queen.
What kind of hat does she want?
The Queen is going to the annual Royal Garden Party, so she needs a great hat. One that will be the envy of all the other royalty.
See, she has asked hatters from far and wide to show their hat designs to her so she can pick one to be made into her new hat.
I see. Well, Mr. Hatter, I bet you're a shoo-in.
I certainly hope not, Alice. This is a hat contest.
No, a shoo-in doesn't have anything to do with shoes. It just means you're a sure winner.
Well, I'm never going to win anything unless I can decide which one of these designs is the best. See, most of my designs are good, and some are better.
I see. So you need to pick one that's the best.
The problem is, he likes these three better designs about the same. What do you think, Alice?
Gee, I don't know. Let's see. I really like this style, and this one is so bold. That one makes me smile. I love the trim of gold. Decisions, decisions, which one to choose? They all look good to me, I'd say. There's no way you can lose. This one is delightful, but ooh, this is a slick one. This hat seems just right. It's really hard to pick one. Decisions, decisions, which one to choose? They all look good to me, I'd say. There's no way you can lose. Decisions, decisions, they're all wonderfully designed. Decisions, decisions, oh dear. I can't make up my mind. I can't decide. I can't decide which is the best one. I guess I'm no help, Mr. Hatter.
I think we're having trouble picking the best one because they're all equally fabulous. Therefore, I'll show all three to the Queen.
Wise choice.
Oh. There we go. But first, gosh, I'd love some tea. Too bad today's tea party isn't until tomorrow.
I have an idea. Let's have the day after tomorrow's tea party instead.
Are you sure we're having a tea party the day after tomorrow?
Absolutely. We've been planning it since next week, remember? It's going to rain the day after tomorrow, so we planned an indoor tea party.
Oh, of course. Now I remember. Yeah. Well, let's get inside and start pouring. Before it starts pouring.
Great idea. Count me in.
Okay. Enjoy your tea, my thirsty hatter, while I take a look at your hat designs. Oh, very nice. But one thing would make them better. And that thing is copying them and putting my name on them instead.
Hi, Your Majesty.
Hi.
Oh, have you brought me your best designs for my garden party hat?
Yes, indeed you do.
Oh, goody. Let me see. Of all the hatters out there, I've been looking forward to your designs.
They're really neat, Your Majesty.
Here they are. 3 unique designs.
Is there something wrong, Your Majesty?
I'll say, Hatter, I thought you said these designs were unique.
Well, they are unique, Your Majesty. There are no others like them.
Oh, really? Then why do they look like these designs from another hatter?
They look exactly the same.
That's right. They're identical.
You mean another hatter came up with ideas identical to mine? What an incredible coincidence.
Coincidence? I think not. This is clearly a case of copying.
Yes, that's what. Surely you don't think that I would copy another hatter's work, Your Majesty?
All I know is the other hatter got here first. What would you think?
That the other hatter was a faster runner.
Who is the other hatter, Your Majesty?
I'm sorry. All entries to the hat designing contest are strictly confidential.
Well, this is terrible, Your Majesty. You must believe me. I didn't copy.
Well, since I can't prove who copied whom, and since I like these designs better than the others I've seen, you and the other hatter will both make and design me one more hat.
That's great, Mr. Hatter. You can prove you did your own work.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. You won't regret giving me a second chance. Gosh, I'm crazy about it.
Hey, no mushy stuff. Just bring me a hat that'll wow them at the garden party.
Yes, that's a promise. I will. Oh, you really are the queenliest. I can't take a hat like that. All right. Well, I'll just get on that hat right away. Right. Your Majesty.
Hey, Hatter! Where have you been? We've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, you should have tried here first. It would have saved you some time.
Alice told us about your problem, and we have something to tell you. We saw the other hatter, the one who copied you.
He was a strange character. He looked like you, but with a long mustache.
Wait a minute. Describe him to me. Did he also have shifty eyes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And did he slink around like this?
You sure did.
And was he wearing a big black hat?
That's right.
And was he walking a big black dog with a red collar that answered to the name of Fluffy?
No, he didn't have a dog.
I knew it. It's him. I've been had by the copycatter hatter.
That's the guy. You know him?
Know him. I'm related to him. He's my second cousin, twice removed.
Twice removed, what's that?
Well, after we kicked him out of the family the first time, he came back, so we had to remove him again.
But you really think this copycatter hatter copied your hat designs?
Well, actually, his real name is the Glad Hatter, but there's no doubt about it. Ever since he was knee-high to a hat rack, he's been a disgrace to the Hatter name. I can see him now, crying about what I've done. He's done. He's the copycatter hatter. The name of his game is to pilfer, pinch, and plagiarize, then sign his own name. I'm an expert in the art of misappropriation. I'm a one-of-a-kind mastermind, a genius at replication. Copycat. Designer. Con. Artist. Fraud. Or second cousin. Twice removed. Copycat. I used to have a plethora of original one-of-a-kind designer fedoras. Now don't be mad, my dear Mr. Hatter. Imitation is the sincerest way to flatter. Copycat, designer, con, artist, fraud, or second cousin, twice removed. Copycat, copycat.
So what are you gonna do now? Tell the queen?
You can't. There's no way to prove that the copycatter hatter copied him.
How true that is. All I can do is try to design another hat. And watch out for the copycatter hatter.
You might say the Mad Hatter is in a bit of a pickle. Well,
He's got a problem, all right.
yes, I certainly wouldn't relish being in his place.
So maybe we should help him instead of making bad puns.
I'm sorry. I certainly wouldn't wish you to think that I'm sitting here cool as a cucumber. Not caring about the Hatter. But I do have a story which may help. Once there was a cat named Carla who always copied everyone. She copied what everyone else wore. She copied what everyone else ate. And she copied what everyone else said. Of course, always copying everyone else did have its problems. But Carla never worried about that. She went right on copying anyway. Then, one day, Carla was sitting around looking for someone to copy when she saw some ducks. She decided to copy them. When she caught up with them, the ducks were paddling around a pond. Carla watched one duck do a beautiful swan dive. She decided to copy him. But Carla had forgotten one thing. Cats hate the water. And that's how Carla discovered that being a copycat was all wet. So you see, in the end, a copycat always ends up hurting himself the most.
Well, I guess there's not much we can do for the hatter. He'll just have to do his own work and try to stay away from the copycatter hatter.
Why is it that cats get the blame for everything?
I beg your pardon?
Think about it. If you copy, you're a copycat. If you're scared, you're a fraidy cat. Hey, we cats get no respect.
Come on, copycat is just the same.
And not all cats are copycats.
Yes, I think you're being a little too sensitive.
Oh, really? Well, how would you feel if everybody said copycaterpillar instead?
Copycaterpillar. That's good.
Anyway, Cat, none of us thinks you're a copycat.
Ah, good. Because a unique, one-of-a-kind kitty like me doesn't need to copy anybody. In fact, I'll bet all of you wish you could copy this.
Copycaterpillar, indeed.
Oh, come on, Caterpillar. He was just kidding. Don't you think you're being a little too sensitive? Huh?
Dormouse! What do you think of this hat design?
Well, it's not that bad.
Nah. No, it's worse than bad. In fact, it's worse than worse. It's the worst.
Oh, Hatter, I've something very important to tell you.
What?
I do hope you haven't finished your hat for the Queen.
Are you kidding? I can't come up with one new decent design. I already gave her my best ones.
Not one. But the Queen is counting on your design. Anything is better than nothing.
How true that is. But I can't think of anything.
I think you can do better than you think. So, you've got to come up with a new hat design. Better than okay. Better than just fine.
I wish I could cross that design finish line.
Never mind the rest. Just do it better. A bit better than the best.
But really, Rabbit, really, I have toiled and I've troubled. I'm telling you, Rabbit, I have singled and I've doubled. But I haven't made the home hat run, and I've struggled.
Yesterday, that might have been through. But I'm sure today, you'll finally break through.
Well, after all, how hard can it be to invent the perfect hat? I mean, the Hatter can surely do that. I've done all the rest, now I'll do it better. Yeah, I'll do it better. A bit better than best. Sorry.
I couldn't make it over the embankment.
Yeah, that's a toughie. Well, you know, maybe you're right, Rabbit. My today best might even be better than my yesterday's best. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Hatter. Good luck. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, Rabbit! Didn't you come here to tell me something?
What? Oh, yes. The Queen told me to tell you and the other Hatter to make sure that the hat you designed is nothing like the one she wore to last year's garden party.
You mean the one decorated with real fruit?
Yeah.
I liked that. Not only was it fashionable, but it was loaded with vitamin C.
Yes. Well, the Queen hated it.
Hated it?
It kept dripping fruit juice on her shoes. And once, when she took it off, a waiter thought it was a dessert tray and started passing it around the party.
Okay, got it. No fruit. I suppose you told this to the other Hatter. Not that it matters, because he'll probably just copy me anyway.
Actually, I don't think he was listening.
Not so fast. What do you mean?
Well, I tried to tell him, but he just laughed and said not to bother him. If you ask me, he seems a bit, well, sure of himself.
I'll bet. Thanks a lot, Rabbit.
Not at all, Hatter. Good luck.
So, the copycatter Hatter doesn't know the Queen hates fruity hats, huh? Well, what do you know about that?
You can do it, Hatter. Keep jabbing the chalk with your left.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to use your eraser.
Okay. More teeth.
How you feel, Mr. Hatter?
I'm good. I'm better. I'm the best.
That's my Hatter. Now, think hats and come out designing.
Okay.
Good. The brim of the hat's almost done. Yes.
That looks great, Mr. Hatter.
The hatband. Don't forget the hatband.
So, can I design a hat or can I design a hat?
What are my choices?
Boy, am I exhausted. Let's go downstairs and have some tea.
Oh, wait. Before you quit, are you sure this is your best design?
What about the one you designed earlier?
No, I know exactly what the Queen wants and what she doesn't want. Believe me, now that I've drawn this design, I'm sure to end up with the winning hat.
Yes, come on, Alice. Whoa!
You mean I'm sure to end up with the winning hat once I copy your design? not only will I copy it, but I'll take it too. By the time you've redrawn it, it'll be too late.
Now, there have been a lot of rumors going on around about my new hat. It seems that one of the hatters competing for the right to top the royal head is a copycat. Now, I know it's shocking, but I haven't brought you all here just to see me pick the winning hat. I intend to figure out who's the honest hatter and who's the copycatter once and for all. Hatters, take your places.
Whose hat will you try on first, Your Majesty?
Oh, I think the Glad Hatter should have the honor of going first.
Fine. Now I will close my eyes, and the Glad Hatter will place his hat on my head, so that when I open my eyes, it will be a big surprise.
Oh, you're not the only one who's going to be surprised, Your Majesty. Prepare to be amazed by the most unique hat Wonderland has ever seen.
Oh, no! That hat is identical to the one you designed.
Hatter, you've been copied again.
Is that a fact?
Oh, dear. You really shouldn't have.
Don't get your ears all bent out of shape, my blustering bunny. She'll be crazy about it. Open your eyes, Your Majesty.
I can't believe it. Did you really make this hat?
I sure did, Your Majesty. See? I told you she'd love it. Do you believe it? I don't think she's gonna take it off.
This is horrible. I specifically asked for a fruitless hat. I hate having fruit on my head.
Would it help if I took out a couple of the crab apples?
No, I want an explanation.
Oh, actually, Your Majesty, you might say he got the idea from me. That's right. It's all his fault. He gave me the design. No, I mean you copied it. Oh, so that's it, huh? You tricked me with the old leave-out-the-fruit covered hat design to be copied because the Queen will hate it trick, huh? Righty-roo. Well, I kept a completely different design for myself.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'll say, copying other hatters is a terrible thing to do.
Copying is such a strong word. I prefer to call it admiring.
Don't try to weasel out of it. Copying is what you did.
And a copycat is what you are.
In fact, I decree that from now on, you shall be known as the Copycatter Hatter. I like that.
Tell me something I didn't already know.
And I think you will find that not many people will want to buy a hat from a copycat. Now go. And stay out.
Hey, Your Majesty, you still have to try the Mad Hatter's hat.
Allow me, Your Highness.
Oh, Hatter, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. This tops the best hat you've ever made. I'll be the hit of the Royal Garden Party. Hatter, you're a genius. You've reached a new dimension. I think you've earned the status of hat design perfection.
You're good. You're better.
You're the best.
Yeah, you're the top hatter. This hat's the tops,
as you can see. Because you designed it, that's the way it should be.
Some hats are big, some hats are tall.
With this hat, I'm gonna top them all. Hatter, you're a genius, you've reached a new dimension.
We think you've earned the status of hat design perfection.
You're good.
You're better.
You're the best. Yeah, you're my top hatter.
Yeah, you're the top hatter. The tip-top hatter.
You know, Dinah, I've decided I'm not mad about having to take that science test all over again. I even want to do it because it's the only way to prove to my teacher that I'm not a copycat. You're not a copycat, are you?